Hello, it's Leslie Fightmaster, and today's class will be just kind of a total body workout that will kind of work on all the parts of our body. So sit up tall, bring your hands together at your heart center, and take a moment to set your intention for your practice. As always, all intentions are welcome. Let's make our way into a child's pose, extending the arms in front, wrists and elbows off the floor, spread your fingers wide. Extending through the spine, taking the hips back toward the heels. And then as you exhale, shift your hips to the left and walk your hands off to the right. Take a couple breaths here, stretching out the left side of the body. And then inhale the hands to center. Exhale, walk them over to the right, shifting your hips over to the left. And then come back to center, reach your arms forward. Make your way up onto your knees, wrists under shoulders and knees under hips. Extend your right leg back and lift it straight up off the floor. Drop the outer right hip down. And then lift your left arm and reach it forward. Pull the ribs and the belly in. And then exhale, bring your knee in and bring your elbow in and round your back. Inhale, extend through the arm and the leg. Exhale, draw everything in, rounding the back. Inhale to reach, drop your outer right hip down. Exhale, pull it in, press away from the floor. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, the left hand down. Extend the right leg back, toes tucked under. Press away from the floor. Draw your left knee in towards your chest. Inhale, plank. Exhale, right knee into chest. Inhale, plank, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, left knee into chest. Inhale, back to plank, and exhale, right knee into chest. Inhale to plank, and exhale, lift the hips into downward facing dog. Start to bend your knees, one knee and the other, bicycle your legs. Starting to stretch out the hamstrings. Make sure the arms are shoulders distance apart and your feet are hips distance. Look forward and come back onto the knees. Wrists under shoulders again, knees under hips. Inhale, extend the left leg back, toes tuck under, and then lift the leg straight up, dropping the outer left hip down. Exhale the right arm forward and balance. Take a breath in, exhale, knee toward elbow, round the back. Inhale, extend through the arm and the leg. Exhale, slowly bring it in towards center like you're moving through water. Inhale, reach out and extend. Exhale, pull everything into center. Inhale and reach. As you exhale, the right hand down, tuck the left toes under, press away from the floor, draw the right knee into chest. Inhale, plank pose, top of a push-up. Exhale, left knee into the chest. Inhale, plank. Exhale, draw the right knee in, rounding the back a little. Inhale, plank. Exhale, draw the left knee in. Inhale, back to plank. Shift forward, lower to the floor. You can always take your knees down first if you'd like. Untuck the toes, peel the chest up for cobra. Pull your hands toward your heels, lift your belly, pubic bone gently down with the tailbone reaching to the heels. Lower down, tuck your toes, pressing up to plank. You can always keep your knees down. And then lift your hips back into down dog. Arms and ears are in line. Keep your gaze gently between the knees or the feet. And again, feet are hips width apart. Look forward, bend your knees, and step the feet up. Take an inhale, lengthen the spine, look up. Exhale, fold forward, hips over the heels. Inhale, press down through your feet and rise up. Look up to lengthen. Exhale, hands to heart, Samastitihi. Finding your Tadasana, press evenly through the feet, lift your chest. Inhale, circle your arms out, around, and up, looking up as you go. Exhale, hinging from the hips to fold forward, hips over the heels. Inhale, come halfway up and lengthen. Exhale, step to plank pose. Chaturanga, shoulders no lower than elbows, but you can put your knees down. Inhaling to up dog or cobra. Up dog, thighs and knees are off the floor. Exhale into down dog. Make sure to pull your belly in, especially as you're moving from chaturanga into up dog and then back into down dog. Keep the belly engaged. Lift the shoulder blades up toward the waist. As you press down into the base of your fingers, lift your forearms away. Keep your inhales and exhales equal. Look up. Either step or hop your feet up. Inhale and lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. On the inhale, root through the feet and stretch all the way up. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. And again, inhale, sweep your arms up. As you exhale, folding forward, hinge forward from your hips. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, step or float back into Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, press through your hands and feet. Exhale, lift your hips, maybe rolling over the toes into down dog. Use lots of belly muscles to make that transition. Keep pressing the weight up into your hips and then reach it down toward your heels. Outer edges of your feet are parallel, inner thighs are spinning back. Look forward and bend your knees. Step or float the feet up. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. On your inhale, root through the feet and reach up all the way. Exhale, hands to the heart. Again, inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, fold forward, hinging from your hips. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look up. And exhale, step or float into Chaturanga. Inhaling, press up through the hands and feet, roll the shoulder heads back, shoulders are over wrists. Exhale, lift the hips, rolling over the toes if you can. Otherwise, you just tuck the toes under and make your way back. Draw your ribs and belly in, right leg up on your inhale, and exhale, bend the knee, open up your hip. Now make a big circle, just once and then twice. Stretch that hip open. Square off your hips, look forward and lightly step it up. Take your left knee to the floor and come into a low lunge, pulling the right hip back and sending the left hip forward. Spin your triceps forward. Then bend your right elbow to your left hand on top of the right elbow. Resist it away a little bit. Keep the ribs pulled in. Either stay with that or bring your left arm behind you and interlace your fingers or hold your shirt. Roll the left shoulder back. Point the right arm straight up and spin the right tricep in towards your face. Make sure your right knee doesn't go past the ankle. And then straighten the right leg, exhale, and fold forward. Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. Rebend that knee, tuck your toes, step into plank and lower down Chaturanga. Inhale, press into up dog, thighs and knees off the floor or cobra. And exhale, make your way into down dog. Inhale, the left leg back and up. We'll bend the knee and open up the hip. And again, take a couple big circles so that your whole hip joint gets some movement. And then square off the hips. Keeping that leg lifted. Exhale, lightly step it up. Right knee to the floor. Inhale your arms up, spin your triceps forward so your palms will face gently toward the back of the mat as you sink your hips forward. And then bend your left elbow, take your right hand on the elbow, and then just resist it away a little bit. Keep the ribs pulled in, right arm out, take it behind and clasp, or stay with the other pose. Pull the left hip back and be sure the left knee is pointing straight ahead and it's directly over the left ankle. Keep your breath steady. Release. Hands on either side of the left foot and straighten that leg. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, fold forward. Keep pulling the left hip back. Stretching out the hamstrings. Rebend, come to plank and chaturanga. Inhale, pressing up, and exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Gazing between the feet or the knees, pull the belly in. Let your arms and ears be in the same line. Look forward, step or hop your feet up. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, chair pose, reach up, weight in the heels, and then exhale to stand samastitihi. Inhale, bend your knees into Utkatasana, sit in your imaginary chair. Exhale, fold forward, hips over the heels. Inhale, come halfway up and lengthen. Exhale, step or float back into chaturanga. Inhale, press onto the tops of the feet, roll the shoulder heads back. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward dog. Right leg up on your inhale with level hips. Exhale, step it up by the right hand and stay on the ball of your back foot. And then we're going to switch legs, so either stepping and switching or hop switch. Hop or step, hop or step. If you're hopping, use your belly muscles. Hop or step. Hop or step, we're on the fingertips, and then right leg is in front, so make sure the right leg's in front, reach up. Pull the right hip back, drop the tailbone down toward the floor, lift the back inner thigh up. Now, take the back foot flat, line up your front heel and your back arch. You might need to move your front foot over a little bit and gaze over the right fingertips. Take your left arm behind your back and reverse your warrior. So the left arm's behind your back and it's getting a nice stretch in the shoulder. Inhale, come up, and then straighten the right leg. Walk it in a little for a triangle pose, or not. You can keep the long stance. Shift the hips back and lean forward. Left hand still behind the back. If you can't reach your hip, that's fine. Just hold on to your shirt. Press down into the base of the big toe of your right foot. Look down at the floor. Bring the hands on either side of the foot. Lower through chaturanga. Inhale, pressing up, roll the shoulder heads back. Exhale, lift the hips, roll back into down dog. Left leg up on the inhale. Exhale, step it through. Fingertips on the floor, so either step switch, or the hop. Make sure the knee stays over the ankle, especially if you're hopping. So hop, knee over ankle. Hop, knee over ankle. If it doesn't reach, do the step switch instead. And hop. And come on up. Left foot is in front now. Reach up, spin the triceps forward, pull the left hip back. Make sure your knee's over your ankle. Reach through the back leg. Then line up your heel to arch. Back foot is flat. Coming into warrior two. Stretch out the arms. Gaze over your left fingertips. Take your right hand behind your back. Reach around to hook it on the thigh or hold on to just at your low back or maybe your shirt back there. Reverse your warrior, reach your left arm by your ear, stretch out the side body. Inhale, come up for triangle pose, straighten the front leg, hinging from the hip, reach out and down. Left hand to the shin, roll the right shoulder back as you lean the torso over your front thigh, press into the base of the big toe of your left foot. Look down at the foot and take your hands on either side of it. Step back to plank, chaturanga. Inhale, press through your hands and feet. Open the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. So stretching the chest back toward the thighs again, reaching the heels toward the floor. Outer hips pinning in. And then walk your hands back to your feet. Take your big toes with your first two fingers. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. So you can bend the knees if you need to. If your legs are straight, though, pull up on the kneecaps and firm your quadricep muscles. As you reach the crown of the head down, gently lift the shoulders up. Notice if the weight's in the heels. Make it even. Look up and walk yourself into your down dog. Lengthening the spine again, and then ripple your spine forward into plank pose. Look at where your right hand is. Put your right elbow there, left elbow where the left hand was. Dolphin plank. Reach through the heels. Don't let your head drop here. So keep the crown of the head reaching forward. Hips and shoulders about in the same line. And then press back up into plank. Holding plank here, lift the backs of the knees, lift the belly. And then left forearm down, right forearm down, back to dolphin plank. We're going to roll to the pinky toe side of the right foot. Lift the left arm up into side dolphin plank. Bring your top hip a little bit forward so that your hips stack on top of each other. Look back to the floor. Come onto the left forearm. Roll to the pinky toe side of the left foot and reach your right arm up. Bring your right hip a little bit forward. Keep the belly lifted, tailbones reaching to heels. And then look back to the floor, dolphin plank again. Press yourself up into regular plank. And chaturanga. Inhale, pressing up. Exhale, make your way back, downward facing dog. Come back to your steady breath. Right leg up on the inhale, step it forward. Walk your hands toward the center of the mat and parallel your feet. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold into Prasarita Padottanasana A. Crown of the head's reaching down, doesn't have to touch. If your elbows bend, line up your wrists right under your elbows. Inhale, halfway up, pull your belly in. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, come all the way to standing. Point your toes out and your heels in. And bend your knees in line with second toes. Reach the arms up and just pause here. Then start to straighten the knees and then rebend them. And start to straighten them a little but not all the way. And then drop your hips down, press your knees back. Inhale, start to straighten. Exhale, lower down, drop the tailbone. Inhale, start to straighten, not all the way though. Exhale, drop down, lift the hip points. Inhale, straighten a little bit. Exhale, lower down a little bit deeper if you can. Inhale, all the way to straight. And then exhale, bend in and keep it low. Right heel up, set it down. Left heel up and set it down. Right heel, left heel. Keep low, drop the tailbone, right heel. Left heel up, right heel, and a left heel. Both heels hold a moment, knees back, tailbone down. Slowly straighten your legs and release your arms. Turn your right leg all the way out. Windmill your arms down, move through a vinyasa, or you can skip it and go right into down dog. Inhaling up, exhale back. Left leg floats up, step it right in the middle of the hands. Take your back foot flat, parallel your feet. Lengthen on the inhale, and then interlace your fingers behind your back. Open the chest. As you exhale, come forward into Prasarita Padottanasana C. Check where the weight is in the feet. If it's all in the heels, shift it toward the balls of your feet. Reach the arms any amounts, gazing off the tip of your nose and keeping your belly lifted. Let your head just hang right down. Inhale, squeeze the legs toward each other to come up. Toes out, heels in, drop the tailbone down, lift the hip points up. Arms reach, spin the triceps forward. Then start to straighten the legs, but not all the way. Inhale, exhale, drop down, drop the tailbone. Inhale, straighten a little bit. Exhale, drop down low. Inhale, straighten, make sure the knees are over the middle toes. Exhale, drop down. Inhale, straighten a little. Exhale, bend the knees deeply. Inhale, a little straight. Exhale, drop down. Squeeze the legs. Inhale. Exhale, drop your tailbone down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keep lifting the hip points. Straighten the legs all the way. And then drop down. Stay here. Right leg up. Left heel, up. Right heel. And then the left heel. Pick up your right heel, set it down. Pick up your left heel, set it down. Right heel up, set it down. Left heel up, set it down. Both heels balance. Slowly straighten the legs and set both heels down. Turn your left leg all the way out. And windmill your arms down. Either right into plank through chaturanga or just go right into down dog. Inhale, pressing up. And exhale back. Stretch your chest back toward your thighs and reach your heels toward the floor. Gaze between the knees or the feet. Spread the fingers wide, press into the base of your fingers, lift your forearms away. And then come right onto your knees. I'm going to come onto the forearms and interlace your fingers. Elbows no wider than your shoulders. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up for Dolphin. Maybe walk the feet in a little bit. Pull your ribs in. Lift your shoulders up towards your waist. Gaze between the feet. Nice steady breathing. And then step back about a foot. Bring your chest forward for Dolphin Plank, and this time step your feet together and squeeze. Hips and shoulders about in the same line. Lift the backs of the knees up toward the ceiling. Reach the crown of your head forward. Breathe. Just another breath or two, and then knees down, lower all the way to your belly. Bring your arms by your sides and take one cheek down to the floor and rest. Bring your head to center, arms by your sides. Inhale and lift up. Lift the chest, lift the legs, inner thighs spinning up. Breathe into the chest. Pick up your belly, lift it away from the floor. As you gently press the pubic bone down, reaching the tailbone to the heels. Inner thighs spin up toward the ceiling. Release and rest. Take the other cheek down to the floor. And then bring your head to center. Same thing, arms by your sides. Inhale, lift up. So again, pick up the belly from the floor. Spin the inner thighs up toward the ceiling. Keep the back of your neck long. So you want to look a little bit forward, not up. We don't want to strain the neck. Breathe more into the chest. And then come down to rest. And hands by the ribs. And inhale, press into up dog, thighs and knees up. Exhale, tuck your toes into down dog. Stretch back, lengthen through your spine. Look forward, bend the knees, step or hop through, and sit down. And then on to the back. Feet hips width apart. Make sure the outer edges of your feet are parallel. Press into the heels, lift into bridge, roll the shoulders under, maybe interlacing the fingers. Tailbones reaching toward the backs of the knees, and spiral your thighs in toward each other like you're holding a block. Steady breath, in and out through the nose, chin away from the chest. And then lower down. Just let your knees drop in toward each other as you rest here. And feet again, hips width apart, outer edges of the feet parallel. Pressing up again into bridge. Roll the shoulders under, interlace fingers. Spiral the thighs. Now, feet together a little bit. Lift your right leg up, knees in line with each other. And this is going to strengthen the backs of the thighs, the hamstring muscles. And then take your right ankle just past the left knee. Drop the outer right knee down, and this will give us a little stretch in the hip. Then extend the leg out again and set it down. Extending the left leg forward, knees in line with each other. And again, it's going to really start to strengthen the hamstring. Take the left, hamstrings actually, there are three. Take the left ankle just past the right knee, drop the outer left knee down. We do a lot of stretching of the hamstrings, but not as much strengthening, so it's nice to do both. Extend the leg out and set it back down. Release, let your knees drop in toward each other. We'll do one more. Bridge pose, or if you want wheel pose, you can take your hands up by the ears, elbows parallel, and come all the way up. Lifting up, tailbone toward the backs of your knees. Chin away from the chest, but lift the chest toward the chin. If you're all the way up, try to stretch out the front of the body as much as you can. Spiral the thighs in toward each other. And release down, chin into chest first if you're all the way up. Hug your knees into your chest, gently rocking side to side. And then start to rock back and forth, back and forth. Come all the way up to seated. Soles of feet together, knees apart. Baddha Konasana. Take the feet, open them like a book. So soles of the feet reach up toward the ceiling and then hinge from your hips. Come forward with a nice long spine. Don't worry about how far forward you get. It's not about that. It's about getting a long stretch through the spine. Reaching the crown of the head forward. We will round down in a moment, but right now, get the length. Keep your belly lifted. Inhale, come up. And now round down, forehead toward the feet. Make sure your shoulders don't creep up around your ears, though, as you come forward. Come on up on your inhale. Take the legs wide, Upavista Konasana. Sit up nice and tall. Toes and knees point up toward the ceiling. Flex your ankles. Then take your right hand on the inside of the right leg and reach your left arm straight up. So there's a little twist here. You could stay with that or reach your left arm across. Bottom ribs coming forward gently. Top ribs spinning back. Make sure you're flexing your ankles. You don't have to go in deep. Breathing is most important. Inhale to come up. Left hand in the front of the left ankle, right arm up. A nice side stretch. And you can stay there or take the right arm across. Trying to get the chest to roll up gently toward the ceiling. So we don't want to roll forward in this one. We want to get a little bit of a twist. Inhale, come up. And exhale, walk forward any amount. Again, keeping the spine long. We're not going to round the back on this one. So we round our backs a lot when we're sitting or driving or typing or on our cell phones. A lot of things round the back. So in yoga, we want to do the opposite. We want to try to lengthen the spine. Inhale to walk up. Feet together. Reach up through the arms on the inhale. Exhale forward, Paschimottanasana, arms in line with ears, and then reach for the feet or the legs. Lengthen, inhale, and again exhale. Crown of the head reaching forward, getting length. I know once in a while it feels nice to just let your back round in this one, but I would say first get your belly to your thighs and through the length, and then once your belly touches your thighs, maybe round a little every once in a while. Inhale, head up, exhale, release. Onto the back, hug your knees in. Keep the right knee hugging in, extend the left leg out. Take your right knee across and twist, look over the right shoulder. Inhale, center, and draw the left knee in, extend the right leg out. As you exhale, twist. And look over your left shoulder. And then come back to center. I'm going to roll up my blanket, put it under my knees because I just like to, and Shavasana feels good. You can do the same or just extend the legs out into your regular Shavasana. Whatever you choose, allow your body to simply relax into the floor. Palms facing up to receive. Let your feet flop open and just natural breathing. So our yoga practice helps to keep us in the present moment. That's how we focus so much attention on each posture and each breath. And this is a quote from S. Plath. Remember, remember, this is now, and now, and now. Live it, feel it, cling to it. I want to become acutely aware of all I take for granted. And start to make some movements, fingers and toes. Take a nice long breath in and out. Stretch your arms overhead, stretching out your whole body. And then bend your knees. Roll yourself off to the right side just for a moment, pausing for gratitude for all of our blessings. And then pressing yourself up to seated. And bring the palms together. Lift your chest. Let's bring our hands to the forehead to remind us to have clear and loving thoughts. And our hands to the heart center, reminding us to have clear and loving intentions. And our hands to the mouth, reminding us to have clear and loving communication, sending out this wonderful energy to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you haven't done our Yoga Fix 90, there's a 90-day program. You can get on your mat every day for 90 days and create a healthy habit for yourself. If you're interested in teacher training, you want to become a teacher and you want to come and visit me in California, my email address is below. I can give you more information. Please push the like button if you liked our class and share it. I love your comments. Please keep the comments coming. If you can support Fightmaster Yoga with a donation, there's a PayPal link below. And send a donation of any amount. Or go to fightmasteryoga.com, and there's another way to support us through shopping on Amazon. Doesn't cost you any more. Bye!